Hi guys, how are you? I realize I have to start talking as soon as I come in, especially when I'm late like this, which I apologize. I am adjusting the camera so I won't look so crazy, so sorry about the jump. I hope you don't have motion sickness or something. I want to make sure you guys can see me. I have like a big glare against the screen, so if you could just give me some hearts to let me know you can see me. Hey Tequila. Hey guys, I see you guys are joining in online and on your desktops, and I appreciate that. Good, you can see me, right? I hope you can. That really does help me because I have like this huge glare against my screens. Oh, I love the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was going to do. Oh, I should introduce myself. I only have. I know. Aw, I know. I only had like 20%. That's why I was kind of late because I was looking at my battery and I went and put. I'm gonna show you guys this thing. I'm gonna see if I can show you. See, I have this. I have this in my car because I'm in my car, so it's actually a plug in to my battery, and so that's how I'm charging my phone about. So yes, thank you, Inventions. You can go on Amazon.com. I'll put it in the link to this post. You know, guys, I gotta write that down. Put a charge cup link because I'll forget. Charge cup link. Okay, so like I said, my name is Sylvia Hubbard, and I am a suspense romance author of over 37 independently published books. I'm founder of Motown Writers Network, and I consider myself an authorpreneur, informational authorpreneur, where I give information about marketing, writing, publishing, and the whole scape of just everything you need to know about selling books, reading books, and just the love and joy of writing and reading books. You can catch this resources where they're going to be posted at is howtoebook.org. You can catch it over there. I'll be posting that on later today. I'm going to get started because I was going to actually do a writing marketing tip roundup today, but after the fiasco with Amazon a couple of days ago, well, like day before yesterday, when people realized they couldn't go buy books off of Amazon, it created like a kind of bump in the thing. I mean, they had it up like by the morning, late morning they had it up. It went down late at night, and then it came back up late morning the next day. But it brought to the subject of, well, if you can't sell on Amazon, how do you sell? And I thought I would just address that in a small periscope, and we can do the marketing roundup next week. So you guys get your pens and papers ready. We are getting ready. And while we're doing that, I want you guys to please share. Go down here, swipe up or swipe over, and share this to your Twitterers, share this to your followers, share this to other writers, other people you know who need this information and can't catch it now. I am going to actually, thank you, Tequila, I appreciate that. I'm going to actually have this later on YouTube once we get everything, all the links and everything together, so you guys can, continue to have this information available, because that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to get in there. Don't be scared to break the internet trying to make your site just wonderful. That was my whole mission and stuff when I started a long time ago. So we got our pencils and papers ready, because I see some hearts, so that means you guys are ready to write as usual. Okay, so if you're just starting in the ebook world or even the paperback world, you haven't even got your everything up. Hi Nisi, thank you for inviting, thank you for the hearts, guys. Just in case, before we even get going, for the beginners who are in here who haven't even published but just want to know the knowledge, and you want to say, hey, how do I do it on Amazon? If you already have an Amazon account, all you have to do is for a Kindle, an ebook, you would go to kdp.amazon.com. kdp.amazon.com. You can easily go there and upload your interior, your cover and your book, and fill out all the information. I say never miss a page. If you have loaded your book up and you missed anything that is written on there on that first page, go back, fill it all out. Do the categories, do the tags till you can fill up and you can't put any more in there. Find tags to put. There's always tags to put. Put as many tags as you possibly can in there. Relevant tags, please. Don't lie about the book just to get it to a number one status in another category. But fill up all of that. You want to make sure there's nothing left that you didn't need to do that you were supposed to do. That really helps them get your book out on Amazon and understand the book. They love words, so fill out every little space you can that you're supposed to fill out. Do the second page. Make sure your e-commerce is, over there. Make sure your bank account is attached to your account, and then you can just go ahead and publish your book. For paperback books, real quick, if you haven't published your paperback books and you want to, then you can also use CreateSpace. Now, a lot of people use the CreateSpace option. They do the paperback first, and then they link the book through after you finish loading your book through CreateSpace.com. I'm sorry. After you load your book through CreateSpace.com, you can link it onto Kindle. Now, if you do the ebook option first and then come out with a paperback option later, what you have to do for Amazon, you can easily go to the authorcentral.amazon.com, log in with your Amazon ID, and then you can easily connect your books together. You can and then you can just click contact and let them know, hey, this ebook should be with this paperback, and they'll actually join the accounts together. Even if you're in an anthology, you can actually contact Amazon through your Author Central page and say, I am one of the authors in this book. They'll validate it, and then they'll connect that to all your books in one place, even if you're in an anthology. So don't forget that. So the three sites I mentioned already were kdp.amazon.com, createspace.com, and authorcentral.amazon.com. So KDP is the ebook, CreateSpace is paperback, and Author Central is about making an author page on Amazon. So at the Author Central page, you want to make sure that you have fill out everything there. I mean, literally everything. Just put your Twitter, Facebook, make yourself a direct link page, add events, and constantly add events, because the more you add events, the more relevant you become. Connect your blogs there, add video, add pictures, do everything you can possibly can at that page to make it so poppin'. So when your author page comes up, you can check it out. Now, if you want to check out my Amazon page and favorite me to improve my rank on Amazon, I'd appreciate that. You can go to amazon.com/author/Sylvia Hubbard. All one word, no space or anything, not even caps. Just do amazon.com/author/Sylvia Hubbard. Now we're going to get to, if you do not want Amazon or Amazon goes down, how do I still continue to sell books? Now, for the paperback, if you don't want to use Amazon, you can always use what's called Ingram Sparks. IngramSparks.com. You can go there. Hey, Cassandra. You can go to IngramSparks.com, and it's actually owned by Ingram, which is one of the largest distributors in the world, in the book world, offline, paperback books and hardcover. So you can go there, upload your book, and have it distributed professionally everywhere as well. Those are the two options, using Ingram Sparks and CreateSpace, that I always recommend, whether you do or you want to paperback publish your book. So you can get your books from there and sell them through your website manually. Hey, sugar. That's so funny. Okay, so, but as we get into selling books without Amazon, you guys want to get ready, because we're about to get real deep. I was just preparing you and getting the new people all together. So I got my notes right here. That's why I keep looking down. Which is not conducive to reading, because you can't see anything at all. So you're like amazed. I'm amazed I can even see anything. Okay, so number one, we're going to think about other ways to sell our book without using Amazon. The number one way is always on your website. This is so important. So important to have your own store without the control of anybody else. So If you use WordPress.com, or you use, even if you use Weebly, even if you use anything else, you should be able to add your own HTML, which is hypertext markup language, or what they call are codes, in order to facilitate linkage to get bank account information, secure bank account information, or secure links on your site. That way people can feel trustworthy about using credit cards and so forth and so on. Now I'm going to tell you this, the secret to make sure you can get sales on your website is, please make sure people don't have to think about getting that credit card out. The faster you can make them make a purchase to click on that link, to do that one-click option even on your website, the better your sales are going to be. You never, and men can attest to this, you never want to give a woman a chance to think about doing something. The moment you do, we always change our mind. So you never want to do that. And you want to make sure that, you can hurry up, get them to click and buy. Now, you're not trying to pressure them into a decision. You just don't want to make one of that to be another decision they have to make. You're an author. They've never purchased from you before. Hey, why am I doing this? So you never want them to have to second guess, oh, I got to go over, grab my purse, get my credit card. So you want to try to use commerce solutions that are, number one, easily connected to PayPal. Even if you don't like PayPal, go ahead and use PayPal on your commerce system. Or you can also use commerce systems through Amazon.com. If you actually own your domain or own your own website, you can actually put in Amazon and PayPal widgets onto your site to make a proprietary commerce system right into your website. That is awesome. Of course, you need a bank account, a legitimate bank account, please, because they do report to the government. You don't want Uncle Sam chasing you down. And you also need a PayPal verified business account. So please follow those methods on that site to make yourself just as professional. Remember, we always want to keep it professional. So make sure you get a PayPal verified business account so you can use all the tools that Amazon provides for you in order to make sure the commerce goes smoothly. You never want to have a bump in commerce or anything like that. And throughout the years, any other system that has come in and tried to show themselves, I can definitely say Amazon and PayPal have been the most dependable inside of their services. So you can actually, like I said, if you absolutely must have your own proprietary system, you can do it through your bank. Do you recommend using PayPal for pre-order? Yes, definitely. Yes, that is so nice. And then you can have the little credit card. You get the little debit card with it, and you can use the debit card as a credit card, and they give you cash back when you're in a business. So it's awesome. So you can actually use the PayPal debit card, the PayPal system for pre-orders to your site. And then when you're ready to buy the books, you already have the money on your PayPal account, and use the PayPal debit card to just go and buy those books and get them ready for your readers, like, automatically. So that's even more awesome. So it's not like, oh, I used that money already. That money can just sit there and wait, until you're ready to purchase your books. And that's even more awesome. Okay, so when I initially started adding e-commerce to my site, I started with Payloads. PayLoadz.com. It's integrated with PayPal. And what it did was, because I knew I needed a system, let me start with the history. So I started ebooks about 2002, and that was really before ebooks took off. And when I started it, I put a link up there to buy an ebook. You could download the ebook after you pay, and they would pay, and it would be in the middle of the day. I'm probably at work. I'd have to wait till I get home in order to send the book to them. Well, that became pretty frustrating, and I was like, well, I need to find what's called a content delivery system, a CDS, a content delivery system. And so I found Payloads. Payloads is a content delivery system. So what it does is it'll actually work like it'll use PayPal system in order to get the money. So even if that person pays by check, this content delivery system will not send that item to that person until that money is cleared in your account. So you make sure you have, that's why I do love using the PayPal system, because PayPal won't send a verification of payment until you get that money. Because it was a lot of times people would buy things from me and then they would say, oh, well, I didn't get it and that was it. And you could actually, you would dispute it and everything. But then in the end, you end up returning their money, whereas PayPal can verify that things have been done. You can even have a delivery option and everything. So through a content delivery system, I could guarantee that these people were getting their ebook all the time and they couldn't cancel those payments out. So I love this system. So people would pay me even if they used a check, or they would use a bank account where it would put a hold on the money for a couple of days. I could still use PayPal in order to make sure I got my money before they got their product. So Payloads was the first one I used, and it was really awesome because as soon as they pay, as long as it's a legitimate payment, Payload sends them the item right away. And with Payload, you can send more than one file at a time. So like when people, and I actually still use Payloads because I have, when people buy ebooks from me, I have like an exclusive content on my website. You can only get it through my content. And I use PayPal as the delivery system. So they can buy, one book is called Sex Weed. You can get on my website. It's not available at any bookstore. It's only available on my website. And another book is called Teach Me to Love. And these are the two major books you can only get on my website. At the end of 2016, I'll actually have 2 more exclusive content books. But what I would do is I needed them in 3 different formats because I didn't know what my reader wanted, and I wasn't about to set up individual links for each one. So like what they do is they get 3 books. They actually get the same book, but as 3 different formats. They'll get an EPUB, a MOBI file, and a PDF. This way they can easily download it. When they download it, they choose the file that they can open and then go from that, because MOBI files are for Kindles, EPUBs are for everything else, and PDFs are just in case you can't open up a MOBI or a Kindle, or a MOBI or a EPUB file. So I would send all 3 of those, and it made so much sense because then more people started buying because they knew they could get that option in there. If you want to know how to make sure your files are turned into those, you can go to Calibra Books. You can search that on Google. Okay, sorry. You can search that over on Google and make sure, sorry about that, you can make sure that you can get that. It's really cool to be able to have that so your customers can go ahead and purchase the books. Another system I use is called e-junkie.com. e-junkie.com, you actually pay a monthly fee and you get up to, it depends on how many items you want, a minimum of 10 items for $5. But I love the way that they can secure your content that you give to them. You can actually have secure content sent to them. People can only download the file for one time. They have more security. You pay for the security of the file. So a lot of the workbooks and the worksheets that I send to you, you're actually on a secure file, and you can only open this document on your computer. So it makes a lot of sense for me to have my paid content done that people would like to share, but they can't. So I use ejunkie.com a lot for a way to make sure that people are getting it. I'm making sure my stuff is charging as well. Oh, please, please, please. You have to charge. You have to charge. I'm going to start my car. Make sure, because I'm out in the car waiting. Okay, so we're going to hurry up before I go out. You're going to hear my car started. I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm turning everything down. Okay, so other content exchange systems. We said Payloads, eJunkie, there's Shopify, there's Square, there's also Gumroad. I mean, there's a lot of content delivery systems, but that's what you want to use. You don't want to just use a pay loads button for ebooks. You want to make sure you use content delivery systems. I know my car. I'm too lazy to go inside yet, because if I go inside, I'm gonna go to sleep. So I was like, I'm gonna just do it here. Let's do it now. But there's a lot of, make sure it's a content delivery system for selling paperback books on your site. No, whatever. It's real high tech, I know. But for paperbacks, what I like to do is once the person pays, just to confirm, I either send an excerpt of the sample chapter, or if I already have the ebook available, I'll say, hey, you're going to get the paperback book, but here's an ebook version of the book in advance. And it's really, you can actually up the price, because you can make it at normal retail price, because they're getting the ebook version and the paperback version of the book. And it makes them feel like, hey, I'm going to get this book eventually, but for now I can read it, and my book will be signed by the author, so that's kind of even more cool. And that's just like a kind of treat. So that's what I do for when I sell books on my site as ebooks. I also make book plates as well on my site, so people can actually order, and I do those for free. You can actually order a book plate, so if you bought a paperback book, you can actually get a free book plate, and I sign it, and you can put it inside your book too. That's an extra tip that you can use. But this is just to let you know there are other options that you can use other than Amazon. You can always have your book links to your Barnes and Nobles, to your Kobo, to your other online bookstores on your website as well. Make sure, like I said, direct links. Do not just send them to barnesandnobles.com. You send them directly to where your book is, because you do not want them to pass go. You do not want them to pass anybody else except come straight to you. So you can actually have your bookstore on your site and have all the links. And I always use the little favicons, to show that this is Amazon. Right after the excerpt, ready to buy, click here for a personally signed copy, and then I'll have all the other links at Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, the familiar images that they're used to seeing at those bookstores, to help them understand that this is where they can buy the book. The book is available over here, but you can also buy it at my site. That way people have no excuse. If you want to check out my bookstore, you can always go to sylviahubbard.com/fictionbooks and go through, and they're listed in alphabetical order, because like I said, I have 37 books, and it was no way to put them except in alphabetical order. I think I have 4 books missing from the site. I haven't updated it in about 2 months or so, and I haven't put in, I think, 3 books that I need to put in right away. But those are the books I have. That's how I do it. And if you want to check it out, you got any more questions, you can always hit me up. I'm available on all social networks at Sylvia Hubbard or Sylvia Hubbard 1, because on some of them they were taken. Don't get me started, because it makes me mad. But you can always hit me up, and like I said, the resource will be available on howtoebook.org/blog, or go to the product store, and it'll be available for download there, or either or. Otherwise, this video, if you were listening to the replay, thank you for doing it, and make sure you share, even for the live people. If you're listening on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe for more, because more is coming up. I'm trying to see, where else do I load it? I might even load this up to Facebook too. So hey, you guys, please make sure you guys share. Give me hearts, or just please support me by just letting me know, hey, this was great, leaving a comment. And if you have any questions, just put them down in the comments, and subscribe and share, and that's how you can support my literary endeavors. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to bed. I need some much needed sleep. I have a radio show this afternoon, plus I have to work tonight, so you guys, thank you very much. Hey, I love the hearts. Mwah. Thank you guys. Bye.